Welcome to SoftMary YouTube channel for web development step-by-step interactive learning hands-on experience tutorial. We're going to learn about web content structuring using tables. Alright, so an HTML table is defined with a tag table, and each table has got a row which is represented with tiara tag, and it has got also table data which is represented with the TD tag. In the TT tag, this is where you put the information that will be displayed on the web page. In the table header, this is where you put the headings of the table. So our practical case study that we're going to start today is we're going to design an HTML page which will display car details using tables. So let us move on to our node. Open a new notepad and then let us name it as car_detail.html. We have to write a standard HTML document, remember from our previous tutorial. So you have your doc type and your HTML, which must have the opening and the closing tag. So the first thing that we need to do is to write our table like that, okay, and then with the closing tag table like that. Alright, so we learned that the table has got law, so we're going to have a law, okay, and this law is going to be capturing the heading. So we need to create a row for heading, and which will be model, okay, and closing our row. And for the sake of time, allow me to copy. So we're going to have a row for model, we're going to have a row for AA, we're going to have a row for price, we're going to have a row for image. So we're going to have an image, alright, and then we're going to have the price, alright, and then we're going to have the year. Alright, I think this is enough for this presentation. Alright, so it's always very imperative to put the background color. So we're going to put the background color of our heading to yellow, okay, for the purpose of this tutorial. And we're going to align our image to be at the left hand side like that. Alright, and like that. So another thing that we need to do is to create another law, and this law, it will be the law for entering information that will be displayed on the web page. So the records, so table data, what data that you want to display to the user. So the first one, table data, is the model, so which is Toyota like that, and we close our table data like that. We have got 4 table data, and we have got 4 heading. So we need to make sure that these match. As if you have got 4 heading, we must also have 4 rows. So the next table data that we need to put is the year, so we're going to say 2020, okay, and the next one is price, we're going to say USD 2000. Alright, and the next one is image. Then we're going to insert the car image here, which is followed by source like that, and then we're going to put our image name, which is car.png like that, and then we need to specify the width of the image like that, and then we're going to say 15%, and then we're going to specify the height as well of the image like that, and then we're going to say 10%. means we're done now inserting the image. So notice that we have aligned the image to the right. We also need to align the image to the right. So remember, if you recall very well, we learned about alignment in our previous tutorial. So you insert the alignment attribute within the opening tag of an HTML element where you want the content to be aligned. So in this case, we want our image content to be aligned to the right. That's the reason why within the opening tag of an element, we have inserted the attribute align is equal to right, which will align the image to the right side. Notice that even here, our table data, we have aligned it to the right, so that this information should be consistent and should be well structured. So the next thing obviously that we need to do is we're going to put our heading to say we're going to say a variable so we're going to say vehicles list, like that, and end of h1, like that. And let us save now, and let's go back to our browser and let us just refresh. Notice that we have got our first details of the car, and what we need to do now, if we want to add another one, we just need to copy this one and paste it. Toyota, like that, and obviously we'll just change it to 2019 and correct this one like that, and then save it, and let us refresh again. You have got your HTML structure. You have structured the contents of the website using the table. So this is how you structure the content of the website using the table. Thank you for watching my tutorial, and please subscribe and share this video. Stay safe.